Language is a living, breathing thing. It shifts, adapts, and reinvents itself constantly, sometimes subtly, sometimes radically. From Shakespearean sonnets to TikTok slang, the way we communicate has always been in flux. But in today's hyper-connected world, the pace of change is faster than ever, and the stakes are higher, especially when it comes to bridging generational divides. So how do we keep up? And more importantly, how do we ensure that our messages land with clarity, empathy, and impact, no matter who's on the receiving end? Let's explore the evolution of language, the importance of cross-generational communication, and whether spelling and grammar still matter in a world of emojis, acronyms, and autocorrect. Language has never been static. Every generation leaves its mark on the way we speak and write. What was once groovy became cool, then lit, and now maybe even slaps. These shifts aren't just linguistic quirks, they reflect cultural, technological, and social changes. The digital age has accelerated this evolution. Texting, social media, and instant messaging have introduced new formats and expectations. We've traded long-form letters for 280-character tweets and formal sign-offs for emojis and GIFs. While language has always been a tool for creativity, from Shakespeare's puns to Wilde's wit, today's communication is shaped by speed, visuals, and digital culture. Emojis, memes, and abbreviations add new layers of meaning, making language more integrated with visual media and more responsive to the moment. This isn't about decay, it's about adaptation. Language changes because we change. And that's a good thing. In a world where 5 generations might be working together in the same organization, or even living under the same roof, effective communication across age groups is more important than ever. Each generation brings its own linguistic preferences, shaped by the media, technology, and cultural norms of their time. Baby boomers might favor formal emails. Gen X might be fluent in sarcasm and shorthand. Millennials might lean into memes and emojis. Gen Z? They're remixing language in real time on platforms like TikTok and Discord. Misunderstandings can arise, not just from what's said, but how it's said. A thumbs-up emoji might seem polite to one person and passive-aggressive to another. A lack of punctuation might feel casual to some and careless to others. Bridging these gaps requires empathy, curiosity, and a willingness to meet people where they are. It's not about choosing one correct way to communicate, it's about being intentional and inclusive in how we connect. Here's where things get spicy. In a world of autocorrect, voice-to-text, and AI-generated content, do spelling and grammar still matter? The short answer is yes. But context is everything. In professional settings, clear and correct language builds credibility. Typos and grammatical errors can undermine trust, especially in client-facing roles or formal communications. They can distract from your message and suggest a lack of attention to detail. However, in casual or creative contexts, rigid rules can feel outdated. Language is increasingly fluid, and some strategic breaking of the rules can add personality, humor, or authenticity. Examples of this might be lowercase tweets, ironic misspellings, or the deliberate chaos of internet slang. The key is knowing your audience. A perfectly punctuated email might impress a hiring manager, but a witty, emoji-laden caption might resonate more with your Instagram followers. It's not about perfection, it's about purpose. Being a strong communicator today means more than just mastering grammar. It means being digitally fluent, understanding tone, timing, platform norms, and visual language. It means knowing when to send a Slack message versus an email, when to use a meme, a voice note, or a bullet-pointed brief, being able to switch between formal and informal, professional and playful, depending on the context. It means being open to learning. Language will keep evolving. New platforms will emerge. New generations will bring new ways of expressing themselves. Staying curious and humble is the best way to keep up. Let's wrap it up with some key takeaways about communicating across the generations. Listen first. Pay attention to how others communicate. Mirror their tone and format when appropriate. Ask, don't assume. If you're unsure how something might be received, just ask. It shows respect and builds trust. Be clear, not complicated. Simplicity is powerful, so avoid jargon or overly complex language unless it's necessary. Use tools wisely. Spell check, grammar tools, and AI can help, but don't rely on them blindly. Embrace playfulness. A well-placed emoji or GIF can humanize your message as long as you know your audience. Stay curious. Language is a mirror of culture. Keep learning, keep adapting. At its core, language is about connection. It's how we share ideas, build relationships, and make sense of the world together. As it evolves, so must we, not by clinging to old rules or dismissing new trends, but by embracing the richness and diversity of human expression. Whether you're writing a blog post, sending a text, or leading a team meeting, remember, the goal isn't just to be understood, it is to understand. That starts with listening, adapting, and communicating with intention. Because in the end, it's not about perfect grammar or trendy slang. It's about making sure your message lands and leaves that lasting impression.